Jai Shri Krishna friends, last time we can discuss about the geometrical isomerism in alkenes and what is the cis-trans nomenclature and what is the conditions of cis-trans isomerism. And now in this lecture we can start with EZ system of nomenclature. We can start with EZ system of nomenclature. Generally cis and trans from design cannot be used if 3 or 4 different atoms or groups are attached to the carbon atoms of a double bond. Means that we can check the GI in this compound, it is C double bond C, any one atom which is A, B, D and E. If you can check the first condition for the GI, it is pi bond, yes it is present, therefore it can satisfied. Second condition is that 2 valencies of same carbon atom, two valencies of one carbon atom is different, yes it is also different, therefore we can say that it shows the GI. But it does not shows the cis-trans because these 2 carbon have at least one atom or group of atom is same. If 3 and 4 different groups or groups of atom are present on the carbon, therefore you can say that cis-trans is not observed in this compound, but EZ system is observed in the compound. Now we can think about the EZ nomenclature. In such case E and Z system are used. In this type of compounds we can use a EZ instead of cis-trans. Clear? What is the meaning of E and what is the meaning of Z? What is the full forms? The full form of E and Z is E means intelligence and Z means Zusammen. Intelligence and Zusammen from German words. It is a German words. The corresponding meaning of this word is E means across or opposite. E means across or opposite and Z means together. If we can think about the equivalency, then in general we can say that E form is equivalent to trans form and Z form is equivalent to cis form. Means that if the groups are on the opposite side, it is trans. E means across or opposite. If the groups are on the same side, therefore it is cis. But here we can assign as a Z because on the same side. Zusammen means together or same side. Yes, in most of the case Z corresponds to the cis form. In most of the case Z corresponds to the cis form and E corresponds to the trans form. However, there are many exceptions. Means that all cis forms are not a Z or trans forms are not a E, but in most of case E corresponds to generally trans form and Z corresponds to the cis form, but not in all case, some exceptions are there. Clear? Next, in EZ system, this is a system based on priority system, based on or developed by Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. Means that this system is worked on some rule, which rule is known as priority system or CIP rule. The priority system or CIP rule is made up by the 3 scientists Kahn, CAHN, Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. CIP rule. This is given by the 3 scientists Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. Therefore it is known as CIP rule, Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. Kahn, Ingold and Prelog decide the priority based on the atomic weight. Based on the atomic weight. First rule or sentence of this rule is that assign priority to the both groups of each carbon atom of pi bond on the basis of atomic weight. Means that pi bonded carbon atom have a 2 different valencies. Give these groups or groups of atom to the priority on the basis of atomic weight. Means that આ કાર્બન ઉપર જે 2 પ્રેઝન્ટ હશે ત્યારે એટમ કે ગ્રુપ ઓફ એટમ એને આપણે પ્રાયોરિટી આપવાની છે. કોની ઉપરથી? તો કે એટોમિક વેઇટ ઉપરથી. જેનો એટોમિક વેઇટ હાઈ એને ફર્સ્ટ પ્રાયોરિટી આપશે. atomic weight of the atom or group of atom is high, then it gets first priority. Then it gets the first priority. From this, if you can consider the atomic weight of chlorine and iodine, the highest atomic weight is of chlorine. Therefore, it can get the first priority and chlorine get the second. Same thing which we can done on the second carbon. We can have fluorine and bromine from these two. Now we cannot consider here from these two, which can have a maximum atomic weight. Bromine, therefore bromine gets the first priority and fluorine gets the second priority. તો આવી રીતના આપણે પ્રાયોરિટી ડિસાઇડ કરશું. સેમ કાર્બન ઉપર જે બે ગ્રુપ એટેચ છે એમાંથી જેનો એટોમિક વેઇટ હાઈ હશે એને આપણે ફર્સ્ટ પ્રાયોરિટી આપશું અને સેકન્ડ વનને આપણે સેકન્ડ પ્રાયોરિટી આપશું. સેમ થિંગ આપણે બે કાર્બન ઉપર કરશું. નેક્સ્ટ, નાવ હાઉ વી કેન આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ દેટ this is a E form or Z form? It is identified on the basis of higher priority. If isomer have higher priority on the same side, if isomer have higher priority on the same side, it is like cis. Cis form have a same group or group of atom on the same side. Here higher priorities are on the same side. Therefore this isomer is known as Z isomer. Therefore this type of isomer in which higher priorities on the same side is known as Z isomer. We can write here isomers in which the higher priorities on the same side. Same side means same side of the double bond. It is equivalent to cis, is assigned to the symbol Z. Clear? And if any isomer in which the higher priority on the opposite side means equivalent to trans is assigned to the symbol E. Here we can have a compound like that. I, C double bond C, Cl, F and Br. From these two atoms, higher atomic weight is of iodine. Therefore first priority goes to iodine and second priority goes to chlorine. From this, fluorine and bromine have a higher atomic weight, therefore it gets the first priority and second priority goes to fluorine. Now if we can check the higher priorities, therefore higher priorities are on the opposite side of the double bond, therefore it is equivalent to trans and we can have E isomer. Therefore it is equivalent to trans and it is E isomer. Now in some cases, if first arranged atom is same, here four or two atoms are different. If first attached atom is same, then we can compare the next atom. Then we can compare the next atom. Friends, the rule of stereochemistry is that if first thing is same, then we can further next. If the next thing is same, then therefore we can also consider the next. Means that stereochemistry નો એક રૂલ હે કે એમાં next consider કરતું જવાનું હોય, એમાં ક્યારે બેક આવીને જોવાનું ન હોય. Clear? If first atom is same, then therefore we can consider compare second. If second is also same, therefore we can consider third or compare third. Now suppose if we can have, it is the first rule, assign the priority on the basis of atomic weight. Higher atomic weight will gain the first priority. Second rule is that if the first arranged atom is same, then we can compare the next, then we can compare the next, then we can compare the next. And here the compound is like that: CH3, C double bond C, H, OH and NH2. OH and NH2. From these two groups, first priority goes to CH3 because here directly attached atom is carbon and here directly attached atom is hydrogen. Obviously atomic weight of carbon is higher than hydrogen, therefore it can get first priority and hydrogen gets second priority. From these two, here directly attached atom is oxygen and here directly attached atom is nitrogen. From oxygen and nitrogen, higher atomic weight is of oxygen, therefore oxygen gets the first priority and nitrogen gets the second priority. Now we can compare the priorities. Higher priority means 1 is on the same side, therefore you can say that it is the Z isomer. If its opposite side, therefore you can say that it is a E isomer, but here a Z isomer. We can take some next or important examples. NH2, C double bond C, N, CH3, CH3, OH and OCH3. OH and OCH3. Yes, it shows the GI, it does not show the cis trans, it shows the EZ. Now we can decide the EZ form with the help of priority rule. Here directly attached atom is nitrogen. Here also a directly attached atom is a nitrogen. If first arranged atom is same, then we can compare the next atom. Now we can compare next. Here next atom is hydrogen. Both are hydrogen. It is like that. H, H. Here next attached atom is carbon. Here hydrogen, here carbon. We can compare carbon and hydrogen, then the higher molecular weight is of carbon. Therefore, we can say that this nitrogen gets the first priority and this nitrogen gets the second priority. Clear? If first attached atom is same, therefore we can compare the next atom. Clear? Here next is hydrogen, here next is carbon. Therefore, we can give the first priority to nitrogen and second priority to this nitrogen. From this side, directly attached atom is oxygen. Here also a directly attached atom is a oxygen. Now we can compare the next atom. Next is hydrogen. Here next is carbon. From hydrogen and carbon have a higher molecular weight. Therefore, we can give the first priority to this oxygen and second to this oxygen. Now we can compare the higher priority. Higher priority are on the same side or opposite side. We can say that it is on the same side. Therefore, the isomer is Z isomer, therefore the isomer is Z isomer. Now we can have some specific examples or example like that. OH, OCH3, C double bond C, CH double bond CH2 and C triple bond CH. Now we can give the E or Z nomenclature to the compound. First of all, we can think about the directly attached atom. Yes, it can show the GI, it can show the EZ, but it does not show the cis trans. Now you can understand that. First of all, here first directly attached atom is oxygen, here also oxygen. Therefore, you can think about the further atom. Here further atom is a hydrogen and here a carbon. Therefore, carbon have a higher atomic weight. It gets the first priority and second priority goes to the upper side oxygen. Clear? Next, here C triple bond C and CH double bond CH2. From this, how we can give the priority? It is like that. If we can have double bond in EZ system or CIP rule, we can deal the double bond like that. We can deal the double bond as, suppose C double bond C means that carbon is attached to the another two carbon. We can think about this carbon, therefore this carbon is attached to the carbon with double bond, means that this carbon is attached to the another two carbon. We can draw the structure like that. Clear? We can deal the double bond in CIP rule as like this. Carbon double bond carbon means that this carbon is attached to the carbon two times. It is also a carbon, it is also a carbon. And suppose if we can have a triple bond, we can deal the triple bond like that. Carbon, triple bond carbon means that this carbon is attached to the another three carbon atoms. Here two another, here three another. Clear? Clear? This carbon is attached to the another two carbon and this carbon is attached to the another three carbon atoms. Now we can say that here one is carbon, second one is carbon, one is carbon, second one is carbon, it is common. It can have a carbon, it does not have, we can say that. Then first priority goes to triple bond. Then first priority goes to triple bond and second priority goes to double bond. Therefore, first and first higher priority on the same side means cis equivalent to Z isomer. It is a Z isomer. Clear? Here we can think about some another examples of multiple bonds in CIP rule like that. If we can have carbon double bond oxygen, means that this carbon is attached to the another two oxygen, 1 and 2. Suppose if you can have carbon triple bond nitrogen, means that this carbon is attached to the another 3 nitrogen. We can draw nitrogen, nitrogen and nitrogen. Next example is like that. Here we can have a deuterium, it is a protium, simple hydrogen, carbon double bond carbon, it is protium and it is tritium. Now we can have the atomic weights of this isomer like that. Atomic weight of tritium is highest, then deuterium and then protium or hydrogen. From this, deuterium gets the first priority according to the atomic weight and protium gets the second priority, and from this tritium gets the first priority and hydrogen gets the second priority. Now if we can think about the same priority, then same priority are on the opposite side, therefore we can say that it is like trans and is equivalent to E form, therefore we can say that it is a E isomer. Clear? Now in competitive exams, the question is asked like that. The question is that give the correct name of this compound. Compound is like that: single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. And the options are like that. First option A is that 2(2e, 4e hex 2,4-diene. Second is 2e4z hex 2,4-diene, means hex 2,4-diene is common. We can decide E and Z on the second and fourth position. 2e4e, 2e4z, 2z4z, 2z4e. Clear? Answer is B and D. Why answer is B and D? We can explain. Suppose we can give the number, because here IUPAC, then the numbering is like that. Double bond and here also a double bond. According to the IUPAC, we can give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can check the second priority. If we can give the number according to this side, then second and fourth position have a double bond. Then second and fourth position have a double bond. Suppose if we give the first number from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now if you can think about the numbering of double bond, it is also on the 2 and 4. It is also on the 2 and 4. Means that you can give the number from any side. Means that you can give the number from any side. Suppose now we can consider this numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? And we can decide the geometry of this double bond. Here CS3. Line means CS3. 1, 2, 3. 3 valency are already complete. 1 is hydrogen. Here 1, 2, 3 valency are already complete. Next one is hydrogen. Now we can give the priority. Here carbon directly attached. Here hydrogen. First priority goes to carbon. First priority goes to carbon and second priority goes to hydrogen. Here first priority goes to this carbon because it is a carbon, and second priority goes to this hydrogen. First and first are on the opposite side, and if higher priorities are on the opposite side, then the isomer is E. Therefore we can say that the position of this double bond is E. Any doubt? Clear? Clear? Next, if we can think about the geometry of this double bond, here directly attached is carbon, here 1, 2, 3 hydrogen, it is the first priority because carbon, It is the second priority. It is the second priority due to the hydrogen. It is 1, 2, 3 and 4 hydrogen. Carbon first priority. It is second priority. Now higher priority. It is first priority of this double bond. Now higher priority are on the same side. Means the geometry of this bond is Z. The geometry of this bond is Z. Any doubt? This position is E, this position is Z. Now we can remove the higher or lower priorities from this structure. And we can think about the name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hex 2, 4 diene confirm. If we can think from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, 2E and 4Z. 2E, 4Z, hex 2, 4 diene. Option B. 2E, 4Z, hex 2, 4 diene. We can think from this side. 1, 2. Second position, E double bond. Fourth position, Z double bond. And anyone can say that we can give the number from this side. कोई अभी नेम कि हमारे तो नंबर आया साइड थी आपका है. Yes, it is also true. Now if we can remove the first type of numbering, then the compound is like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hex 2, 4 diene confirm. But the position of double bond is here. Second one is Z and fourth one is E. Second one is Z, fourth one is E. Therefore we can say that both answers are possible. But if we can have the compound in which we can give the number from any one side, therefore only and only one option is correct. Here we can give the numbering from both sides, therefore we can think about the both priority of the compound or numbering. First we can think from this side, therefore the nomenclature is B. If we can think from this side, then the nomenclature is of D. Clear? We can complete the geometrical isomerism in alkenes, and now we can start the geometrical isomerism in nitrogen compounds. Means that the compounds which can contain nitrogen, or we can also say that Gi about C double bond C and C double bond N and N double bond N. The first new topic for this lecture is geometrical isomerism in nitrogen compounds, or Gi about C double bond N and N double bond N. Now we can think about the compounds which can have nitrogen. Geometrical isomerism is also seen in oximes, imines and azo compounds. All of them are nitrogen containing compounds. This is the groups or name of compounds which can contain a nitrogen: oximes, imines and azo compounds. Generally oximes, imines and azo compounds have a nitrogen. Therefore you can think the Gi in this type of compounds. Second point is that the oximes are formed by the reaction of the carbonyl compound. Carbonyl compound means which can have at least one C double bond O, which can have at least one C double bond O group, and it is present in aldehydes and ketones, which we can study in the nomenclature. Clear? How we can form the oxime? We can form the oxime with the help of carbonyl compound. It is aldehyde or ketone, and we can give the treatment or reaction of carbonyl compounds with NH2OH. The name of NH2OH is hydroxylamine. The name of NH2OH is hydroxylamine. The reaction is like that. Suppose here we can have the compound like that: CHCH3 C double bond O. It is aldehyde. It is aldehyde. And we can give the reaction. Yes, it is acetaldehyde, but we cannot give the proper name. It is aldehyde. We can give the reaction of this aldehyde with NH2OH. We can have arranged the NH2OH, NH2OH. Here from NH2 we can remove H2, and from carbonyl we can remove O. and it is removed in the form of H2O in the presence of base. It is removed in the form of H2O in the presence of base, and remaining parts are combined to each other. H, H, C, C, CH3, CH3, double bond, double bond. Now here these parts are goes out. Now directly is nitrogen and OH. Nitrogen and OH. This compound is known as aldoxime because it is aldehyde and it is oxime. N double bond OH is known as C double bond N OH is known as oxime. This aldehyde is formed with the help of aldehyde, therefore it is known as aldoxime. Clear? Here at least one hydrogen. Therefore it is known as aldoxime. CH double bond NOH is the common formula for aldoxime. Clear? The actual meaning, we can study the geometrical isomerism from many lectures, but the actual meaning of the geometrical isomerism is that different electron densities on the carbon containing double bond. The actual meaning of GI is that different electron density on the carbon containing double bond, different group आपने कहता था, but the actual meaning is that double bond containing carbon atoms have a different electron density. Here is some electron density and here also is some electron density. This different electron density is known as GI. Clear? Here also we can think about the groups or groups of atoms. Now we can think the GI in aldoxime. We can give the another system of nomenclature is syn antiform. Cis trans Ez. Now we can study syn antiforms, and the rule or the priorities for the syn antiform is like that. Suppose if you can have the compound like that, it is aldoxime, nothing but that, HH, CH3, C, N double bond OH, and these nitrogen have one lone pair. We can donate the lone pair here. We can donate the lone pair here. It is nitrogen and it is OH. It is antiform. Anyone can ask why you can give the antiform or what is the rule? Therefore you can say that fixed rule for the aldoxime. This rule is for the aldoxime. Aldoxime means that CH and OH. In aldoxime, H and OH are on the opposite side. Then the form is known as anti. H and OH are on the opposite side, then the form is known as anti. Clear? And if H and OH are on the same side, then the form is known as syn. Therefore it is antiform. Suppose if you can have the compound like that, CH3, C, H, double bond N, OH and lone pair. It is also aldoxime. CH and double bond OH, CH double bond NOH, CH double bond NOH, it is also aldoxime. If you can think about the syn and antiform, therefore you can say that it is syn form because H and OH are on the same side. Because H and OH are on the same side, therefore you can say that it is a syn form. It is antiform because H and OH are on the different side. Now we can take the another example. HCC6H5 C double bond O aldehyde. Generally it is benzaldehyde. We can react it with hydroxylamine. In the presence of base, it gives the H2O and aldoxime. H2O and aldoxime. HC6H5C directly connected to NOH. Now suppose if you can think about the both form of this compound, HC6H5 lone pair OH, and we can rotate it, C6H5H lone pair and OH. If you can think about this form, it is anti because H and OH are on the different side. because H and OH are on the different side. If you can think about this form, it is syn because H and OH are on the same side, because H and OH are on the same side. Now we can take some examples of ketone. Here we can think about the carbonyl group, and first we can take the example of carbonyl group with the help of aldehyde. Now we can take the example of ketone CH3 C double bond O NH2 OH. Base, in the presence of base it can give the H2O, H2 and O. It is ketone, particularly the name of compound is acetone, ketone, particularly the name of this compound is acetone. We can get the compound like that, H2O removes and another parts are combined. We can have CH3 C double bond and OH. Now it is known as ketoxime because it forms from ketone. It forms from aldehyde, therefore aldoxime, and if it forms with the help of ketone, therefore the name of this compound is ketoxime. In general it is acetoxime because it is forms with the help of acetone. Clear? But we can say that it is ketoxime. If geometrical isomerism are possible in this ketoxime, answer is no, because first priority is fulfilled, pi bond, but second priority is that carbon have two different valencies, but here it can have two same valency, same electron density. Gi does not shown by this compound because same group on the carbon atom, Clear? It does not shows the Gi, it does not shows the cis trans, it does not shows the Ez, it does not shows the sin nt. Clear? Next we can take the example of another ketone. It is also a ketone, but it is like that, C2H5CH3. We can change that both valency, NH2OH base H2O, we can have the compound like that, C2H5C CH3 double bond NOH. આની ઉપર હું હાથ રાખી દઉં, બાકીનું બચે એ આપણો compound. Clear? Now we can check the possibility of Gi. It is pi bond, therefore restricted notation is here. Now we can check the both valency of the carbon. It is different, we can say that it shows Gi. If it shows this cis trans, then the answer is no. Clear? It shows the sin and nt. Now we can give the name according to the rule in ketoxime. Rule for the aldoxime is that H and OH are on the same side, therefore it is syn. If H and OH are on the different side, then it is nt. Now what is the rule for ketoxime? The rule for ketoxime is different from aldoxime. It is like that, if you can write syn, therefore write the first group same side from OH. You can remember that, you can write that, we can explain it. First you can remember that if you can write syn, then write first group same side from OH, and if you can write nt, then you can write first group opposite side from OH. We can have example and we can think about that. First of all, we can have the structure like that. It is nothing but C2H5CH3 C double bond and OH, C2H5 CCH3 double bond and OH and lone pair, and this form is twisted form of that. CH3 comes upper side and C2H5 from lower side. Yes, you can remember that these both compounds are planar. These both compounds are planar, present in a one plane. Now suppose if you can write here a syn, then we can write first group same side from OH, same side CH3. If you can write here a syn, then we can write the next group is the same side from OH, syn methyl, remembering is ethyl ketoxime, syn methyl ethyl ketoxime. Any doubt? If you can write here a syn, then the next group which we can write here is same side from OH, and suppose anyone can says that we can write nt. Yes, you can write that. If Anyone can write here NT? Then we can write the next group with respect to the opposite side of OH. If you can write here NT, then write the first group opposite side from OH. Therefore you can say that anti-ethyl because opposite side. Anti next group is ethyl because opposite from OH. Anti-ethyl remembering is methyl, therefore it is ketoxime. Clear? If we can write here as syn, then we can write the next group is same side from OH, remembering here and ketoxime. If we can write here anti, then we can write the first group is opposite side from OH. Means syn methyl ethyl ketoxime or anti-ethyl methyl ketoxime. Both's name of this compound is correct. Both's name of this compound is correct. If we can think about that, and suppose we can write here first syn, then what is the second group? Ethyl, because from the same side. Syn ethyl methyl ketoxime. Any doubt? And suppose here if we can write here anti, then what is we can write from the next group? Anti-methyl ethyl ketoxime. Clear? The next example is like that. Benzene ring, C double bond N, CH3 OH and lone pair. We can give the syn and anti nomenclature. Suppose here if we can write here as syn, we can say that the next group is same side from OH, same side from OH, syn methyl, next one is phenyl, next one is phenyl ketoxime. Any doubt? Syn methyl phenyl ketoxime. If we can write here anti, then we can write the first group is from opposite side of OH, anti-phenyl methyl ketoxime, anti-phenyl methyl ketoxime. Next example is like that. CH3 C double bond N, phenyl ring, OH and lone pair. Suppose here we can write here a syn. Therefore what is the first group which we can write in the name? It is same side from OH, which is phenyl, syn-phenyl methyl ketoxime. Syn-phenyl methyl ketoxime. Here if we can write a anti, then we can say that first group is opposite side from OH, which is methyl, anti-methyl phenyl ketoxime. Both's name is correct. And last one, geometrical isomerism in nitrogen containing compounds. In last one it is azo. It is azo compounds. Azo means N double bond N. Azo means N double bond and remainings are the lone pair, and remaining are the lone pairs. Rule is that for the design sign and antiform, two groups are on the same side, therefore we can say that syn form, and two groups are on the opposite side, we can say it is antiform. It is very simple. Suppose we can have examples of azo compound is like that. CH3 N double bond and CH3 lone pair. In some books lone pair are there, and in some books lone pair are not seen, but it is there. થોડીક બુક્સની અંદર આ લોન પેર બતાવેલી હોય, ઘણી બધી બુકની અંદર લોન પેર બતાવેલી નથી હોતી, પણ ન બતાવેલી હોય તો પણ ત્યાં લોન પેર મિત્રો હોય છે. ક્લિયર? If you can think about the groups, two groups are on the same side. Two groups are on the same side, therefore the isomer is syn. If two groups are on the opposite side, therefore it is anti. Remaining are the lone pair. Here lone pair is not seen in the second examples, but here a lone pair. But it is not seen. Here also a lone pair, and here also a lone pair, but it is not seen in the books or some questions. Same groups are on the same side, syn. Same groups are on the opposite side, anti, and the name of this compound is azobenzene. Therefore you can say that it is syn azobenzene, it is anti-azobenzene. Next one is like that. OH double N double bond N, OH, OH, N double bond N, OH. Same groups are on the same side, or groups are on the same side. Groups are on the same side, not a same group. Groups are on the same side, therefore it is syn. Groups are on the opposite side, therefore it is anti. Here also a lone pair are there, but we cannot see here. If groups are on the same side, not lone pair, if groups are on the same side, therefore it is syn. If groups are on the opposite side, then the compound is anti. Here we can complete the GI in nitrogen containing compounds, remembering GIs are which we can study in the next lecture.